Do you really want to get hoes? Do you really want to get snatched? Like, do you really want to get boxed top? A lot comes with that. Ooh, that sounds like a rhyme. I got bars. But listen, man. I am Nate Almighty, aka the Global Dark Skin Ambassador, and in my lifetime, I've had a lot of different experiences with women. I'm what you call a true to the game player, right? And to even become a player in the first place, you have to do what is called simping first. Hopefully, when you get to the age like me, where you're 32 years old, your simping days are far, far, far behind you in the past. Hopefully. But for most of you niggas, it ain't. But you have to simp first and get violated by a woman in order to become a player, in order to have done the things that I've done since I was 15 years old, right? Now, mind you, I've done some simping after that. I've done some simping, heavy simping as recently as 2015, 2016, right? But in the midst of the simping, you become what is called a savage. You become a true player to the game, a Mac, or at least you learn to develop skills. And you learn that women love you more for some strange reason when you violate them. Now, I have to be cautious. Matter of fact, I'm not going to be cautious. I was just about to say, I could potentially lose women if they end up stumbling across my channel and watching this video. But you know what? Fuck them hoes, man. I'm going to give y'all my top 10 most savage things that I've ever done to women in my life. And this is all going to be in no particular order, but it's going to be my most savage, most disrespectful things that I've ever done to a woman. And mind you, all of these things are legal. We do not condone taking of the pussy on this channel. We don't condone forcing women to do anything with you. That's not savage. That's just criminal. What I mean by savage moments, I mean all the times where I felt like I had to get even with a bitch, one up a bitch. All the times where I had to take it upon myself to take the ball and go up 10 points for the city boys. So I'm going to bring y'all my top 10 most savage things that I've ever done to women. Like I said, but I'm also going to give y'all some education behind it, because in a lot of these situations, there are negative consequences that come with being a whoremonger, being a homemaker, getting a one-up on women. You got to understand that in a lot of situations, you can think you get a one-up with a woman, but in all the reality, she will hit you with the coup de grace and you won't even see it coming. Because you got to understand, women are sneakier than us. They're better than us at being disrespectful, because we see them as who we want them to be instead of who they really are. We see them as the potential to be better than us, when in all the reality, they're just like us, if not worse, more devious. I'm talking about man-eaters, succubuses. But you know what? Let's start now. Starting with number one. So this first situation is a situation where I got my baby mother's friend pregnant. Now, this is my baby mother's friend who, in all due reality, was my friend first. I knew this girl. This girl lived around the corner from me in the hood. I knew this girl. She used to be in my building all the time. She had a crush on me for quite some time. After I came home from prison, we had sex for the first time. We had like an ongoing situation, but this was never a serious feeling situation. We would just meet up. You know what I'm saying? I punched that dick in her stomach. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the lumber on the wood. The how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. You feel me? And we used to just have fun. Mind you, all the women who I'm about to mention, almost all the women who I'm about to mention who I've done these things to, these are all the most ratchet and ghettoest of women for the most part, about 90% of them. I'm what you call a ratchet pussy connoisseur. But anyways, I end up having my first son, right? So in the midst of that, my baby mother, she starts chilling on the block all the time because, one, her mother lives in the building, so that's an excuse to be there all the time. And also, I'm a young jiggy nigga on the block where a lot of bitches frequent. So she used that as an excuse to also spy on me and mind my business, right? So she ended up getting cool with the girl who I told you I was cool with first. And I seen that they were becoming friends, and for some reason, instead of doing what I feel like I should have did, which was just be quiet about it and continue to hit both of them, I wanted them to fight over me. So what I would do was, I told my baby mother one day that the other girl was making fun of her because she was out one night and her hair wasn't done, and the other chick said something about it. So I told my baby mama, I'm like, hey, listen, you know I fucked Shorty before, right? And she don't like you. So why you out here playing yourself trying to be her friend? She was talking about how, you know what I'm saying, your braids was flapping in the front. You know what I'm saying? You looking all crazy. You need to get your hair done. But y'all still trying to be friends, right? I'm thinking that's automatically going to be a fight. But what I realized is that Shorty was pussy. And she was scared of my baby mama, right? Even though she was bigger than my baby mama. So my baby mama presses the girl. The girl says to my baby mama, yo, I never said that. This, that, and the third, this, that, and the third. And then she comes to me. She like, yo, why you told your baby mama I said that? I'm like, yo, I don't know why. I'm like, I don't know why, man. I kind of just don't want y'all to be friends, this, that, and the third. So Shorty fake cut me off for a little while. But then we end up clicking again. And I started punching it again. So now it's about 2015, I go to the shelter with my baby mama. Now, my baby mama started smashing a former friend of mine from the same building, right? Bitch ass nigga. I'm not even gonna address him, right? You know what I'm saying? But this is somebody who, he had chicks who I could have smashed, but apparently I'm clearly more loyal than he was, and I chose to leave these bitches alone. But anyways, my baby mama started smashing, son. I'm like, all right, cool, it's whatever. I'm still smashing my baby moms. But now, me and my baby moms, we in the shelter. And every chance that we got, we was leaving each other in the shelter with our son. And we was going to sleep with other people. And then we would sleep with each other whenever we was in the shelter together, right? Just a real ratchet, smorgasbord shit show, you feel me? But my baby mama starts like trying to rub it in my face that she's smashing dude. But at the same time, I'd be like, you ain't even never directly say that you did it. So, are you pussy? Say you did it. Say you did it. Say you did it then. She like, oh, it's understood, ain't gotta be explained. I'm like, listen, I'm still gonna put my beef in your mouth. He's still gonna put his beef in your mouth. And you can make a choice when you wanna make a choice, right? Until then, I'm gonna keep doing what I wanna do. But now we end up having an argument over something else. And she ended up getting me mad. And she started talking about she got even more secrets to hide from me. I'm like, you know what? I got secrets too. You know, that girl I told you not to be friends with, and I told you I wasn't sleeping with her no more, and she told you she was never sleeping with me in the first place? Well, yeah, remember the night we had that fight? We had that fight in the hood in front of everybody, and then we separated for a little while? Yeah, well, you remember how I fucked you that night, right? Well, earlier that night, about 2 hours before that night, I fucked her too because for some reason she got turned on by me and you beefing. So I fucked both of y'all the same night. And also, you know what I'm saying, she was pregnant recently. But she ended up, you know what I'm saying, going to the chop shop. Thankfully. Thank God, right? I'm like, so yeah, I got secrets too. I got Shorty pregnant. Maybe I should have had her keep it, you know? So you could just be another one of my baby mamas since you think you so special, right? So that's one of the most savage things I've ever done to a woman. And the aftermath of that situation is my baby mother pressed Shorty again. Shorty lied. I think they still cool to this day, but Shorty lied. Oh, I never did that with your baby father. Me and Shorty ended up having an argument. She ended up spitting in my face, like outside in front of everybody in the hood. And my first thought was to, you know, beat this bitch ass in front of everybody. But I'm like, you know what? My mouth got me into this situation. I was pillow talking. I wasn't even supposed to be doing that. So you know what? I'm going to hold it. Okay, so now this next situation, I had this chick in the crib. She didn't want to let me smash. So I kicked her out of my room, made her sleep in the living room, and then I had my baby mother come, and I smashed my baby mother, fucked shit out of my baby mother, made a movie while Shorty was still there. So let me tell you how this went, right? So, mind you, this is not for the faint of heart. You gotta be tough. You gotta have a certain arrogance, a je ne sais quoi about yourself in order to do these type of things, right? So, I had this Crip chick from Harlem, her name is Jasmine, right? Light skin, nice thing, right? And I met her through my cousin. At the time, I was renting a room in my cousin's apartment, right? I had the back room. Now, a couple times, Shorty came, she chilled, she fronted, but I ended up taking her to 135th and Broadway to the hotel, and I ended up smashing, right? So, we smashed a couple times, and then it comes to a night where she's coming, she's chilling with my cousin and all that. We all chilling, we all pop a couple pills, we doing some ecstasy and all that, right? Mind you, warning, if you're trying to do ecstasy in 2023, there's a lot of fentanyl, a lot of stuff going on with these drugs. You might want to take it easy, or at least definitely don't be by yourself when you're doing it. I haven't popped a pill in at least like a year and a half because I'm not in a rush to kill myself by mistake, right? So, anyways, the pills start kicking in. Jasmine was already in the crib. We was already definitely going to smash, but this is one of those times where I'm cool with my baby mama. So my baby mama and her friends, they go on to 149th Street in the Bronx to this spot called Glenroy's, right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm about to go to Glenroy's, mind my baby mama business, dance on my baby mama style on whatever niggas that's around that's trying to get with her. And then I mess around and take my baby mama out the club, take it to the hood real quick, to my mother crib or something, smash, and then go back to Dykeman, which is where I was living, and smash Jasmine, right? My cousin's house. So I pulls up, me and my baby mama, we drunk, dancing to DeVito and all that. She buying me drinks and all that. The club is about to let out. I leave. I'm like, you know what? I ain't even about to take her to my mother's house this late. I ain't about to pay for no room. I'm about to dip. I'm like, I could fuck my baby mama's another day, right? Because at this time, my baby mama was just one chick in like a seven bitch rotation that I had, right? So every day or every other day, or sometimes I skip a day and then in the same day I was hitting 2 or 3 of any of the 7 women in my rotation, right? That's another video I'm gonna make, how to maintain a rotation. But y'all not ready for that. This is high level player shit, right? But anyways, I leave Glenroy's, I go back to Dykeman, shorty tight, she heated. She like, you left to go see a bitches down at Third. I'm like, nah, I went to go hang out with the homies, you know what I'm saying? Shoot a little bit of dice. Mind you, I don't dice at all because I feel like all gambling is rigged anyway and I don't like losing money. You feel me? But I'm like, anyway, let's go in the room. So we go in the room. Shorty start taking off her clothes. She on this fire black lace lingerie thing. In my head, I'm like, oh, you tried to pull out all the stops for me tonight, huh? You really wanted me to work you tonight, right? She gets in the bed. She don't let me touch her. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Feel on the pussy a little bit, suck on the titty or something, you feel me? Get it started, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Mind you, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get bricked up rock hard when you on the pill, when you at the maximum capacity, highest of the high, right? Right? So my joint was bricked up. I'm like, yo, we gotta use this while we can. She like, you ain't touching me tonight. So I feel some type of way. I'm like, yo, so you came in with this lace, you didn't leave, you came back here with me, you think you was gonna sleep in my bed and not let me hit the night when I got bitches? I say, yo, listen, I'm not doing this with you tonight, man. Maybe you need to sleep in the living room. So she gets up, she huffs and puffs. Are you serious? And then the third, she goes in the living room with my cousin, right? So immediately, once she goes in the living room, I call my baby mama. I'm like, yo, listen, I should have never left. I need you tonight, pull up. Baby mama hops right in the cab, 20 minutes from 149th Street, boom. Comes to Dykeman, pulls up. I leaves, meet my baby mama downstairs. Bring my baby mama all the way up. Walk my baby mama in the house, living room, right there, couch to the right. My cousin and Jasmine right there on the couch. I look Jasmine in the face. I'm like this, looks her in the face, walks my baby mama, smack my baby mama in the ass before we got out of her view sight. Go in the room, me and my baby mama get straight to it. One of the best sessions ever, killed it. Mad loud, making a movie, made a scene in that bitch, right? Right? The next day, because mind you, I had my baby mama spend the night. The next day, I walk my baby mama out the house, look at Jasmine again, she up, leave, boom. Come back upstairs, don't say nothing to her, right? Styled on her. Now the question is, have you ever done that to a woman? Are you that tough? You might not be. But here's the consequence of that situation. It wasn't no real consequence of that situation, besides the fact that I tried to hit shorty again, and she ain't never let me hit. Even after I moved to South Carolina, and I was in the city, and I hit her up, she was entertaining me, but then when I got to the city, she wasn't answering her phone on purpose. I guess that's how she thinks she got a one-up on me. But my thing is this. I beat it, didn't pay no money, and I styled on you. So who really won? You or me? City boys. So this third situation, right? This happened about a year and a half ago, right? Right here in this apartment, right here in this living room, where me and my boy, we met some chicks at the club, and after I fucked shorty upstairs, I made her sleep downstairs right here on this couch right here. I made her sleep on the couch. Why? Because I got intimacy issues, right? I made her sleep on the couch, but then I end up coming back down and fucking her that morning and then kicked out the house and kicked her out the house after that. Talking about we was gonna get him breakfast and all that. We ain't do that. So let me tell you how that goes, right? So me and the homie Rich Green, I know who Rich Green is if you're familiar with my channel, but I'll probably have a picture of me with him at some point with this. But anyways, we go to this little spot not too far from where I live at. I ain't gonna say the name in case there's any haters around here that's gonna think they're gonna look for me. Just know, I'm a felon. I will still shoot you. But listen, we meet a couple chicks, right? So, Rich Green meets this nice dark-skinned joint, right? This nice dark-skinned joint. They lit. They buying each other drinks. Shorty buying me drinks and all that. She got two friends. Two friends is, you know what I'm saying? One of them is a light-skinned joint. Cute in the face, but she a little chubby. And of course, I hit fat girls in my life. But as I get more into like my fitness and stuff, I start wanting to like hit bigger chicks a little bit less. Especially if you're not proportioned the right way. Like, if you big, you gotta be like proportion right. You know what I mean? Like, you still gotta have like some type of hourglass figure. Her body was like, she was curvy, but she just had a little bit too much of it for me. Yes, she was cute, but this night, Rich had the baddest joint. And then the third joint that was with them was their mother, who slept on the other couch that I used to have over here. It was a little futon, a little uncomfortable ass futon, right? But we sleep, we chilling with the chicks and all of that. I wasn't even on shorty like that, but I know that she was on me, looking at me. So what I do is, if you know a chick is on you, but you're not on her like that, but you still want to keep her in your back pocket in case there's no better options, you kind of got to like sit in the vicinity of them, be lit in front of them without paying them too much attention. You got to act Hasididdy. Like, the same way bad bitches would treat you in the club, you got to treat them, right? So I'm acting Hasididdy. I'm in there fly. Me and my boy, we the two flyest niggas, you know what I'm saying, in the whole club, you feel me? So we drinking, we taking shots and all that, we lit. So now, we leaving the club now. Rich, we in Rich car. Shorty and the two other chicks, they in the other car. We about to head out. Niggas is talking about going like to the Waffle House or something, you feel me? So Rich is talking to Shorty in front of other chicks. He like, yo, man, I need to come to the crib. Come to the crib. I'm saying we got more drinks. We do YouTube. We filming content. This, that, and the third. Shorty is like, I mean, I got to see what they want to do. I might have to drop them home, and then out of nowhere, I hear, I want some dick, or I'm not going nowhere. It's the light-skinned chick. She knows she ain't get no dick from Rich Green, because Rich Green already got the bad dark-skinned joint, so she talking about me. Rich look at me. He like, yo, like, what's the word? I'm like, yeah. We can see what it do, you know what I'm saying? Because mind you, I'm like, okay, I've exhausted my other options for the night, but that don't necessarily mean that I gotta fuck Shorty just because she wouldn't be there. But I did want to play wingman and make it easier for my son to smash something, because I got an extra room in here. I ain't want my son to have to, you know what I'm saying, go to the Waffle House and then take Shorty to a hotel or something, you feel me? I'm like, we got the crib here, you feel me? So we all come to the crib. We chilling for like an hour. Rich takes Shorty upstairs. Rich start punching it, right? Rich start dropping the wood off. Mind you, the walls is thin in here, so they upstairs. They rumbling on the air mattress and all that, right? They up there rumbling and all that. I'm like, this nigga trying to style on me. This light-skinned nigga trying to style on me. I'm like, now I gotta fuck Shorty. Mind you, Shorty was on me the whole time. So what I do is take Shorty upstairs. While he clapping, I start clapping. So now we competing. Yeah, you know, like when you really got like your friends, you know how it be where either like maybe you running a train or maybe y'all having an orgy with the same amount of women in the crib, or maybe he in the next room and y'all competing with making the chicks moan and all that. So we have like a contest. We styling, but he finished before me, right? So him and the girl, they being perverts, they listening and all that. They like, ooh, y'all nasty. So I start turning up. Whoa, 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 right? So boom. I finish. I give Shorty my roll. Right? So boom. Boom. I go in the bathroom. Freshen up. I come out with a wash rag with Dove soap on it. Toss it on Shorty, right? She trying to get comfortable in the bed. She all under the covers, trying to get comfortable in the bed, right? I sit down next to her. I'm like, yo, listen, I know we just had fun. I like you and everything, but I don't really let women who I don't know sleep in my bed. Like, I got like a complex about it. Plus, I got like intimacy issues. I just got out of a relationship not too long ago. Lying like a motherfucker. Ain't nothing wrong with lying to women sometimes, man. The only thing you should not lie about is your kids. Don't lie if you're in a relationship. You know, just those important things. Like if you a nigga that got like AIDS or something, or HIV or herpes, you should be telling the bitch that. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, all other lies is fair game. If you want to lie to her and tell her you own a Lambo and you just renting, go for it. These bitches lying from the moment they wake up. Anyways, I tell Shorty, she like, so where I'm asleep? I'm like, hey, listen, it's a futon couch downstairs and I got a leather couch. The legs go out on both ends of the couch. She huffing and puffing. She throw up a fuss. But you know what that bitch do? She goes downstairs, she sleeps on the couch. The homie Rich, he sleeps in the bed with Shorty. I sleep very, very comfortable in my bed by myself. After I change the sheets, of course. Or maybe I didn't, because I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes after I smash a chick, I don't change the sheets. I just like to sleep in the sex. So maybe I didn't change sheets on that. But what I do is, I wake up, dick rock hard. I go downstairs, blow her buns off again, fuck shit out of her on the couch, right next to her mother on the other side. Right next to her mother on the other side of the living room, blow her buns off. We send them bitches home. Then Shorty came back again later for another situation that I'm gonna talk to later on in this whole entire video. So stay tuned for that situation. Remember I told you about how my boy had this dark skin joint and then I had the friend, right? So we kick it with these chicks. They kind of fake was like stalking us a couple times. Like we be out and like Shorty was keeping up on the phone. I mean, the Shorty who my friend had, he was keeping in touch with on the phone. I really didn't care to keep in touch with the phone with the friend because I know that they're gonna be together. So wherever the homie girl go, the other chick is gonna be with her. So I'm like I said, I always on some Hasa Diddy shit feeling like I get a better joint. So I wasn't even making her an option. Unless it's already over and I'm not sliding with something else. So this is one of those nights where the homie tells Shorty, we in a certain spot, right? A different spot. The chicks, they was in a whole nother spot 40 minutes away. But here, an hour later, they in the same spot we at, right? I'm like, oh man, these bitches following us. We celebrities. These bitches trying to get some dick. So once they walk in, we look at each other, we like, okay, that's automatic pussy. Just in case nothing else works out, right? So the homie start honey loving her a little bit. So he really on Shorty because he really like her, right? Light-skinned nigga. What you expect from him, right? It's honey love nigga, right? Can't knock him for that. He's still a player. He's still a sleazeball like me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just on a high level with this shit. I'm on a higher level with this shit, right? So Shorty is on me, but what I notice is they come with a third girl, but it's not Shorty mom now, right? Because I guess she got tired of being the third wheel and she pulling up and her daughter and the other girl getting fucked all night and she just laying there. Because one time I had violated, right? So I turned the AC on, had the AC booming, freezing. Ain't offered them no covers just to see if they was gonna ask. They ain't asked for no covers. I had them both sleeping in the living room, freezing. Why? Matter of fact, that's an extra Mo Savage moment, right? That's just extra for y'all. Had them freezing for no reason other than just because, right? But anyways, we meet him in the club. There's this third girl, right? Thick joint, look a little chubby. Come to find out, she was pregnant. Now, let me tell you how much of a savage I am and how much of a G I am, right? I noticed that the pregnant chick want me. So I'm showing the pregnant chick who I never fucked before more attention than the chick who I already fucked, right? I'm flirting with her, touching on her butt. She pregnant. I'm like, hey, listen, you the wild bitch, not me. I'm just a nigga doing what a nigga's supposed to do. I hit pregnant chicks from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't poke the little motherfucker in the eye when I'm in the pussy, you feel me? But I'm flirting, the other chick getting jealous. This is one of the player rules that you gotta do, right? You gotta use other women to make other women jealous. So now anyways, after the club, we all come back to the crib. We all sitting in this living room, right? But this time, the homie and the girl, they go straight up to the extra room. They start doing what they doing. So now I'm sitting here. It's me, two bitches. We drinking and all that. I take the other chick into the kitchen. Kitchen is right in front of me, right? So I'm kissing on Shorty and all that. While the other girl who already fucked, she in the bathroom, she come out. She's like, what y'all doing? You pregnant, this, that, and the third. She trying to hate and shit, right? So me, I'm on the pill this night. And when I be on the pill, I feel like whatever I tell the bitch to do, she gonna do it. And so far, I've always been right. So I decided to test my luck again, because this is the type of nigga I am. And what you're gonna understand about me from paying attention to these stories is that I roll the dice. I try risky things. I do disrespectful things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But I'm just the type of nigga to test my luck. So this night, I test my luck. I tell Shorty, who I already smashed, right in front of the other chick, I'm like, hey, listen, I know you feeling me. Me and you already did what we did, but your friend feeling me too. And I'm gonna be real with you. I want your friend too. I know she pregnant. I don't care. I'm a beast. I'm a beast. I'm a beast. Now listen. This is what's gonna happen. Either all three of us going upstairs, or I'm going upstairs with her and I'm leaving you down here. She goes, you serious? Fine. So now, they both going up the stairs. I'm behind them, touching their ass and all that. And mind you, the homie is wrapping it up with Shorty. So it's even more lit because the homie and Shorty, they coming out the room and they seeing me going up to my room with two women. So the homie is like, yo, what are you doing? And then Shorty is like, who this nigga think he is? This chocolate milk dud head nigga. I'm like, yo, mind your business. Don't watch me, watch TV. Take Shorty's in there, right? As much as the light-skinned chick who I hit already was acting like she didn't want to be down with the program, she immediately gets to it, you know what I'm saying? Start eating the dick, eating me up, you know what I'm saying? Other chick eating me up. I start wilding on them. The only thing that made it less interesting was the fact that they wasn't really into each other. They didn't want to touch each other. So I'm just on some like, hit one from the back, pulling out, getting neck from the other one, having them both bend over. I'm switching back and forth, hitting them. Did I hit them raw that night? Yes, I did. Who has a threesome and uses a condom? Who has a threesome and uses a condom? Do you know how many condoms you'd have to use to avoid contact? Like, stop it. Stop it. Don't ever be a liar like that. Slap yourself. So what makes this a savage moment after that is that after I fuck them and have a threesome, they both try to get comfortable. I kicked both their ass out, made them both sleep in the living room again. Why? Why? Because I'm tough. This fifth situation, right? I meet this white girl on Facebook dating. And this is the reason why, ever since this situation, whenever I'm looking through chicks' profiles and I'm looking on dating websites and I see just faces and shoulders, I automatically assume that either she's extremely big or her body is just trash. Like it either goes straight down like this, flat chest, or she's just big, wide, refrigerator body, right? So I have this white girl. She drives 2.5 hours to come see me. Told her bring a night bag and all of that. And I didn't take heed when she said, I hope you like me when you see me, right? I'm saying, of course I'm gonna like you. I already like you, this, that, and the third. I wasn't paying attention to the sign that she was trying to tell me that she was triggity trash, right? So she pulls up. She hops out the car. I see her face. I'm like, eh. Every chick is like a number down from what you see on the internet because filters and all that. But she come out the car. She got one of those bodies that like, instead of it going like this as you get to the waist, it gets thinner. One of those. And a flat butt. Titties was a height, but I'm like, she a 4'5". She looked at least like a 6.5 online. I'm like, oh, the bitch violated. Oh, man. I'm like, well, she here, so I'm still gonna fuck, right? And I'll figure out the rest later, right? So, we in here, we chilling. She bring like some bath and body work shit, right? So, she give me a massage, rub my feet and all that. We start getting intimate now. She start eating me up, right? So I'm sitting at the edge. I'm sitting on like a corner of the wall on my bed, legs wide open. She necking me, right? Eating me up. Gawk, 3,000, you feel me? She looks up, she says, can I eat your ass? I look down, I'm like, nah, shorty, I'm good. She like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Get back to sucking. She's sucking it up, gobbling it up. In my head, I'm like, bitch, gotta go home now. She just totally irritated me, you feel me? So after I smash, she goes in the shower, washes up. I'm chilling, watching the Cleveland Browns show and all that, right? Laughing, having a good old time. She comes out in her night gear that she's gonna sleep in, you feel me? I pause the Cleveland show. I look at her. I'm like, you know what? I thought I was ready for this, but I'm gonna have to send you home. I just got out of a relationship a month ago and I'm just not comfortable with you sleeping in my bed. What's she gonna say besides, I understand that because, hello, it's my house. You gotta leave, bitch. So she leaves. I tell her, hey, text me when you get home so I know you got home safe, right? Man, I do not know if she texted me when she got home because as soon as she got in the car and drove off, I found her number, blocked her. Went on Facebook dating, blocked her. Never spoke to her again. So not only was that a savage moment for women in general, but also I got payback for every black man that ever got disrespected by a white woman. So what I did that day, that wasn't just for me. That was for Emmett Till, okay? That was for every man during the civil rights movement who got attacked for looking at a white woman walking by, who got hung for whistling at a white woman, who was dealing with a white woman. The white woman got caught lying and said the man tried to take the pussy. So on top of the City Boys going up 1,000 points, I got reparations for the niggas. Now, the Six situation, right? And there's a lot of detail that I got to leave out because people who I know watch these videos, and if I go into specific details in this video, it's going to get caught up. I'm going to get caught up in, I don't want to start no trouble, right? Because I got into a situation to work myself out of it, and it's peace between me and everyone involved, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with this chick who I meet through somebody else. Fire joint. Spanish joint, right? Top 3 baddest bitches I ever had in my life, right? So me and her link up. The first night we have sex, me and my boy Rich Green, we have a performance rap showcase somewhere, right? And her and her friends pull up. We have a good night. Take it back to the crib. Blow her buns off. I fucks the shit out this fire slim joint. You know what I'm saying? She was 18 at the time. Fire, long hair. Never seen a weave in her head. No stomach. Nice titties, nice ass. Just fire, right? Fire. I end up liking her a little bit too much. She ended up curving me. I come to find out she had a nigga who she was on a break from. And I really was just like an in-between type of nigga, which I felt some type of way because I allowed myself to like her too much and let her know that. And she didn't tell me her situation. And really, I didn't ask because I was just concerned with hitting it, right? But she pisses me off. So what I do is I know her circle of friends. So maybe like 2-3 weeks later, I hit up her friend on Facebook because she was commenting under my shit and all that. And I knew she was a freak. Now, this one right here, this was a nice joint too. Not as pretty as the first chick I'm talking about, but body-wise, even crazier, even bigger titties, slim waist, huge fat ass, right? So me and Shorty getting familiar, and I knew she was like a dog, slut, whore because she hit my little cousin who was close to her age. All these chicks was like 18 or 20 at the time, right? And this was a couple years back. Like, now a couple of these chicks got kids. One of them pregnant now with a second kid. They was 18, fresh water. Fresh water, you feel me? They was 18, you know what I'm saying? I was like 25 at the time. Something like that, right? Like 24. I'm 6 years older than them, right? So I hit her up. I'm like, yo, listen. Let's meet up. Let's hang out. Let's get a telly and chill. Let's go to Friendly's. So she like, all right, I'm gonna meet you there. I'm with my friend though. I'm gonna have to bring her because she doesn't want to separate from me. Now this is another friend who is a freak and I knew she liked me too. So I'm like, could it be that I'm about to have my third threesome ever? Could it be? If they both walk in this hotel room together, I'm gonna fuck these bitches, right? So lo and behold, they both walk in the hotel room together and they both popped the pill. They was on ecstasy. I got liquor, right? I got Long Island iced tea, Strong Island iced tea, right? Because I was broke that day. That's why I was in Friendly's, you know what I'm saying? $40 get you 4 hours. How many minutes does a nigga need really to get his shit off, right? So we all chilling. I said, you know what? Let's play a game. Let's play Truth or Dare. So we drinking, passing the liquor around like 40. We start playing Truth or Dare. So I start asking questions like, you know, do you suck dick, truth or dare, this, that, and the third. I get to, do y'all know what each other pussy tastes like, this, that, and the third. They start answering the questions. So after a couple rounds and I let the booze flow a little bit more, we all tipsy and shit, I get to a point where I'm like, I dare you to take her pants off. And get to the other one, I'm like, I dare you to take her pants off. And then they get to me, they like, I dare you to take your pants off. So then we start doing that, taking the clothes off and all that, right? And then I finally get to the point where I'm ready to get straight to it. I'm like, because it's like I was sitting on the bed. They were sitting on like the couch thing across from the bed. I'm like, I dare both of y'all to come sit next to me. So boom, so we asked each other to take off a couple more clothes. We all damn near naked. I'm in my drawers. I'm like, I dare both of y'all to suck my dick right now. I stand on top of the bed. They start necking me, right? Mind you, nothing I'm saying is a lie. If you think I'm lying about anything during this entire video, you're just a hater and you can't do what I do. Suck my dick, get it out your mouth, right? Like these girls was doing, right? So, smash both of them. And these were two close friends of the original chick I said at the beginning, who I really liked, right? So, I don't say nothing about it. I just know that I turned up. I didn't even have to tell shorty. I just decided to get even. So, I'm texting shorty I'm texting one of the women, and they happen to be around another friend who told the original girl I was dealing with, I really liked, that I had a threesome with her two friends. So shorty calls me. She's like, yeah, you a dirty ass nigga. They fuck everybody who's down the third. I'm like, yo, why you worried about me? Don't you got a nigga? She's like, yeah, you suck my dick. I hate you. This, that, and third. She hangs up the phone on me. Boom. We don't talk for a couple years. Me and her cool now. But it took some time. It took a couple real conversations. You know, I had to fess up to my bullshit and also deny a couple things, right? Right? And that's how that situation went. I stopped. This sick situation put me in the Hall of Fame forever, right? So now, like I said in the previous story, I really like the chick. She curved me for a nigga, and I'm having a threesome with a friend. So now, like I said, I like shorty, but there's details about her life that I never really knew. So after the situation, I'm at this cookout, and I meet this pretty Spanish chick, right? Thicker nails, pretty Spanish chick. And when we see each other, no lies, lust at first sight. Like, we just eyeballing each other, right? I'm like, yo, who that? So there's a girl that I know that knows her, right? She's like a mutual friend between us both. And I'm like, yo, who's shorty over there eating a hot dog? Making me wish I was that hot dog. She's like, yo, that's such and such. You better not. You're disgusting. You're dirty. You need to keep your dick in your pants. I'm like, yo, why are you coming at me? Like, what's the situation? She's like, that's such and such older sister. I'm like, word? Ding, 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 ding in my head. I'm like, that's shorty's sister? I'm like, there's a chance that she knows about me and I won't hit. But why don't I try to see what's going on? So I run down on shorty. We talking. Mind you, shorty, she there with a whole nother nigga, but he ain't jiggy like me. He was some dusty, black looking nigga with dirty braids, ruffled up braids, like he was rubbing a balloon on the top of his head and shit, right? So he waiting for in a car, in a cab or whatever. I'm a couple cars up, talking with this mutual friend that we have, and cause basically this cookout has something to do with like my aunt and stuff. Like everybody like lived in the same area. So I'm talking to shorty, the mutual friend trying to hate. I'm hitting her with the Jamie Foxx, the Brax. I'm hitting her with the I'm like, yo, stop hating. Like, you can see we like each other and shit. So I'm like, yo, give me a number, put my number in your phone. Get the number, boom. I'm like, the only way it's really worth it if I hit is if I tell her the truth. And I tell her that I fucked her sister and I fucked her friend and I fucked her sister's friends, who in some way are kind of her friends too, that I end up finding out, right? So I tell her, I'm like, yo, before we go any further, I just want to keep it real with you because I don't lie. I know your sister is and I fucked your sister. She like, I know. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, oh, word? You on your bullshit. We end up talking, getting familiar. I was still living on Dykeman at this time. When the first situation happened with her sister, I was still living in my mother's house, but I'm living on Dykeman now. I pay for a cab. She pulls up. We come to the crib. We chilling, having a good time. I bought some 1800s, so we sipping. We get real drunk. We have some of the best drunk fucking I ever had in my life. And instead of a one-night stand like I had with her sister, we end up like really like getting comfortable with each other and really like smashing a couple times. You know what I'm saying? It don't really go nowhere, but we end up smashing a couple times. We still cool to this day. Mind you, every chick involved in the situation, I'm cool with to this day because I decided to stop trying to deal with either of them. Even though if either of them try me, I'm a fuck again. But I decided to not be messy anymore, and I confessed to what I did, and you know what I'm saying? They had little issues when Shorty found out that her sister fucked me or whatever, but they got over that because, you know, I'm just a piece of dick at the end of the day. But I ended up fucking Shorty's sister. Am I or am I not in the Hall of Fame? Y'all have this 8th situation. This happened a few months ago. This happened like October, November, right? In the city of New York. And I'm going to tell you about how I took a baddie on a date, ruined the date, not on purpose, but on purpose at the same time, and I still end up fucking anyway, right? So look, I got this ex. She was the love of my life. We reconnected. We made it our business to just be friends. So we would talk every now and then, you know, and I end up going to the city last September. We just hanging out. It turned into a date. I was about to say we don't have sex. We do have sex. Very, very lit situation, right? Very, very lit situation. Everything is all good. That was a good date that night. We ended up drinking, dancing. Ended up in a gay bar by mistake. Yo, niggas, y'all let y'all chicks hang out with these gay dudes. The things they be doing with y'all girls in these gay clubs, totally against the line. Totally out of line, out of order, right? But anyways, we end up leaving, having sex that night. Lit. I did a number on her. Like, I did a number on her, nigga. And it was a high number. So I come back a month or two later. I'm thinking we gonna have a perfect date night like that again. But it starts off wrong from the very jump. Because you see, I'm a freak. What I wanted to do was, I found this sex club / swingers club in the middle of Manhattan that I wanted to take her to. And I just wanted to just be on some voyeurism shit, me and her. We go, you know what I'm saying? Watch a couple people fuck. My dick don't get hard in the room with any man in it anyway. So I just wanted to look, you know, and come back, make some content about it, make a video about it. She was fronting. She was like, I'm not about to go do that. I'm not about to go do that. I'm not about to go do that. I'm like, oh man, this corny bitch. I'm like, oh man, you don't want to live a little. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and in the back of my mind, I was hoping that maybe she would get turned on because she not into girls like that, but she did date a girl before. So I'm hoping, you know, maybe we get in there and, you know, maybe I get to have the privilege of watching her link up with like 2-3 women and watch her get a pussy ate. I was hoping at least something like that. I mean, maybe it turned into a foursome with me and the 3 of them. And if it didn't, it did. Cool. But I end up taking charge of the whole situation. How I ruined the date was, in her mind, matter of fact, not in her mind, but she told me a couple food places where she wanted to go. And I was like, nah. I found this little spot online, this little Japanese spot, Lower East Side, Manhattan. We're going to go there. We're going to eat some nice Japanese food. Then we're going to have a couple drinks and dance, and right? So she with it. We pull up. First of all, I picked her up late. She was already annoyed by that. So now we get out there. It's freezing cold. She's underdressed because that's what bitches do. They view looking cute over dressing warm. So I'm warmer than her. We out. We go to the Japanese spot. It's not the kind of spot that they were talking about online. And it's not that kind of vibe. Like, it's a whole bunch of white people in there. It's like, not because it was a white spot, but it wasn't the right kind of like setting. And we weren't appearing to be dressed the right way for that. So we in Lower East Side. I'm like, yo, let's walk around and find a spot. So we walking around. We looking for spots. Mind you, it's freezing cold. We don't have a car. We in the middle of Lower East Side. It's nighttime. So it's freezing, right? She getting more and more annoyed. We can't find a spot. So after about a half an hour, 45 minutes of walking around not finding a spot, the date is already ruined at that point. But I'm like, nah, we lit. Let's go to Harlem. Let's go back to that spot where we had the food at. And we was drinking that before we ended up stepping into the gay club by mistake, right? Because I damn sure wasn't going to go in there again. The things I seen, traumatizing. But we get to the spot. Now it's late. They like, we're not serving food no more, just drinks. I'm not cold. I'm chilling. I'm not annoyed. I'm like, yo, they not serving food no more, but let's have a couple drinks, man. You know what I'm saying? We in Harlem, man. We stop at the store, get chopped cheese or something like after the fact. She like, I want to sit down somewhere nice and eat some food. She bitching or whatever. So it's cold. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do because now it's getting late and things are closing up on 125th Street. So I'm going around, I find a diner. But I calculated, right? Because I know that there's hotels on 135th and Broadway, 145th and Broadway, right? But I'm like, you know what? Really what I want to do is I want to take her to Bronx Park Motel to get her in the jacuzzi, right? Mind you, I don't discuss none of this with her. I'm totally oblivious to the point where I'm not even paying attention to the fact that she's annoyed and she probably don't want to fuck tonight and she just want to go home after we eat or whatever. But we find a diner, we eat good. She seems to be in a better mood. I call the Uber now. So now we get in the Uber. I tell the Uber, hey, yo, man, 2500 Katona Ave. That's where Bronx Park Motel is at, right? She like, where we going? I'm like, we going to a hotel. She like, did I say I want to go to a hotel? This, that, and the third? I'm like, this bitch. But I'm like, this bitch. I'm like, this is why your ex was your ex for a reason, man. Every bitch is annoying. I turn to it, I keep it player. I'm like, hey, listen. I touch your hand. I'm like, hey, listen. You don't have to go nowhere you don't really want to go. So if you want to go home right now, I'll tell the Uber to direct you home right now. She goes, fine, I'll stay with you, right? I'm like, so we gonna get in a jacuzzi. You gonna get in a jacuzzi? She like, I ain't bring a bathing suit. This, that, and the third. I'm like, this bitch. I'm like, what jacuzzi you need? We getting that shit butt ass naked. She like, I'm not sitting my bare ass in there. I'm like, oh man, whatever, man. Right? So we get there. She like, is this a motel or a hotel? I'm like, does it matter? I'm like, they got a jacuzzi in there. She complained about the quality of how it looks. Mind you, this is a sleazy motel. But the thing about me is that I like sleazy motels because for one, they're cheap. And there's just something about the ghetto, dusty atmosphere of it that makes me have so much fun taking a bad bitch to a sleazy motel. Because I know you're used to better than that. But I want to show you that you're not that special and I don't have to give you that and I'm going to still fuck, right? So the jacuzzis are sold out. We got to get a room that I ain't want to get with 2 different beds. So I lay in one bed. I'm assuming she gonna lay in it. She looks at the sheets. She like, these sheets are dusty. And, look, there's a hole in the blanket. I'm not laying under that. So she stays in her clothes. She goes to the other bed, lays in the other bed, right? I'm like, damn. I was gonna try to fuck, but she too upset. I'm like, best thing I could do is try in the morning. I'm like, I already paid $150 for this room. I got this room for 24 hours. So she front. I could just let her leave and I'll come back later with another bitch, right? So I end up getting into bed with her. I don't try nothing. This is where being not thirsty comes into play, right? As bad as I wanted to fuck her, I knew that her mood was going to keep her from getting in the mood to fuck me anyway, right? I knew I fucked up the night by mistake and then on purpose because I get to a point with these bitches where I just don't be caring. And I get off on seeing how much a bitch will take from me. How much disrespect a bitch would take from me, but it'd be like passive aggressive disrespect. You know, like the same shit they do to us. Even though I get up close and personal, but this kind of situation, this was like Jedi mind tricks. So it's going, we not like, the hotel is like, it's hard to manually control the heat in this hotel. It turns on and turns off. That's kind of like how they got it set up. So certain times of the night, it get cold. So while it's cold, I take my big ass coat, I put it over. Cause mind you, dumb bitch, she ain't wanna get under the covers. So I lay on top of the covers with her. I sleep in my regular clothes, I put my coat over her, right? Right? We chill. It gets to the morning, right? I start feeling on her. Start putting my hands in places. You know, I start getting with the, you feel me? She got these tight leather pants on. I put my hands in it, feeling on the ass and all that. She got a nice thong, big, juicy ass and all that, right? She like, don't rip my pants. There's a zipper on the side. Just take them off. So I'm like, oh, yes. I'm about to kill. Take it off. We have some of the most memorable sex, again, we ever had. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with the aggression from the night before. I'm talking shit. I'm like, yo, you mad? I'm I'm like, shut up, bitch, I slapped the shit out of you. I'm saying, I pap her on the face. She slapped me back. Oh, I get off when I slap her back. We fucking. I'm choking her and shit. I'm choking her. She talking about she like it and all that. I'm like, I'll slap you again. She like, so slap me then, nigga. I slaps her. We fucking. It's dumb lit. Bust. Come all in her, right? Right? I'm like, I ain't get you pregnant when you was my girl 10 years ago. We gonna see what happens today, right? Mind you, she end up not getting pregnant, but I end up fucking after I ruined the entire date. How many niggas can literally say that? You plan to have this extravagant lit night, you ruin the date, and you still get the pussy because even though I fucked up, I didn't even apologize. All I did was I kind of gave her a space. I did not try to fuck her that night. I kind of did a nice gesture with the coat thing. She ended up saying that was sweet, even though I was like, whatever. I didn't think you would take it that way. I just ain't want you to be able to say I left you freezing. You looked cold. I know bitches don't like the cold. For some reason, every black woman in America is anemic, right? So I ruined the date, still smash. Okay, so now we down to number 9 and 10 most savage things I've done to women. Now, this is a situation where I had this chick, right? This was a big girl, but this is a pretty big girl, right? I'm not gonna say her name, but she lived in Castle Hill. So I link up with her. I go to Castle Hill. She puts the kids to sleep. She had a friend who was staying over at the house. I guess she stays there from time to time or whatever. So I pull up, you know what I'm saying? Shorty was like, my period just came. I'm like, I came all this way. I'm not leaving unless I get some pussy. So I runs the red light, fucks the shit out of Shorty, right? Wash my dick off. Shorty in the shower now, clean off herself. But her friend is finding in her. Mind you, I'm a little bit tipsy, so I have one of my arrogant moments. I'm like, I wonder if the bitch will let me fuck. So I get up, out Shorty room, walk past the shower, go in the living room. Shorty just sitting there, right? She on her phone. I tap her shoulder. I'm like, yo, what up? I'm like, you heard what I just did to your friend? You want some dick too? She like, you's a foul nigga, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yo, you making it hot. Why you so loud and shit? So I end up going back in the room, acting like I ain't do nothing. Shorty comes out the shower. Her friend calls her. They talk in the living room. The friend, doing what a friend's supposed to do, she snitches on me. So Shorty comes in the room. She like, you tried to fuck my friend while I was in the shower? What type of nigga does that? I'm like, that bitch lying. So I guess they had an issue over a nigga before because I lied to the bitch face and she believes me. Goes and argues with her friend, right? They arguing. She like, I'm tired of this shit. You always trying to fuck my niggas, this, that, and the third. Get your shit and get out. So now they arguing. They about to fight, right? I'm like, ooh, it's getting hectic in here. I don't feel like running the red light again. So I'm like, let me just leave. I will take my leave. So while they arguing, fussing and shit, I say to Shorty, I kiss her on the cheek. I'm like, listen, you got a lot going on, man. When all this get cleared up, hit me up again. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to miss you. I leaves. King, Hall of Fame, champion. It takes heart to be this much of a savage. It takes heart. You want to know why I do this and other niggas don't do this? Because y'all niggas be afraid to lose a bitch. I'm never afraid to lose a bitch. In my mind, when I hit the corner, it's going to be a bad bitch there waiting for me. And I just got to say something. We have reached the 10th most savage thing that I've done to women in history. Me and my boy, we robbed these prostitutes for our money back. Now, if you're from the Bronx, you're well aware that there's an area in the Bronx. It's kind of like Skid Row in LA. It's called Hunts Point. Hunts Point is where all the hoes is. But most of these guys, they don't be pimping right. Based off of the things that I know about pimping, you really supposed to be, I mean, listen, let me just tell you the story. So me and my boy, we like 16. So this was kind of like at the start of my savage moments with bitches. So my boy is driving. We go to Hunts Point. We pick up 2 bitches, right? We take them back to the hood, take them back to my mother's crib. My mom and my stepfather, they sleep. It's like 1, 2 in the morning. So I let my boy have my room. I go in the not the living room. I go in the bathroom. I fuck shorty. The homie fucks the other chick. Mind you, what the hoes do is they make you give them the money first. And then they do funny shit like stuff it in they tight ass clothes under their bras, and they don't take those off, right? Because the money is in it. So we fuck these chicks. And then for some reason we're dissatisfied with the quality of service. And we talk to each other. We like, yo, we need to get our money back. So what we do is, mind you, this is the least, I'm proud of every other moment of these 10 moments except for this. But it happens, so I'm going to tell the people. We go in my mother's kitchen. We both get butcher knives. We go in the room. We're like, hey, listen, we're not happy with the quality of service. We want our motherfucking money back, or y'all bitches going to die in here. Mind you, they don't know that we're 16 and this is my mother's house, right? They do not know this. Otherwise, they could have started screaming or whatever and woke my mother up. But we don't even put the knives to their necks or nothing, put it to their body or nothing. We just pull up close enough with the knives. We're like, yo, run that money. Matter of fact, take off the bra, give us all the money. Also, all the money you might be hiding in your little sleeves in your clothes or whatever money you might have tried to hide in your pussy and all of that, take all that out. So we gave these chicks like $100 each. We end up coming out of it with like $600, split it down the middle, rob these chicks, and then we kicked them out the house. They're like, yo, I know where you live now. Such and such floor, such and such apartment is in the third. We gonna have niggas come shoot that shit out the third. They're like, suck my dick, bitch, you whore. Fuck you, you bitch, you whore, you slut, all that shit, right? Slut shaming on a high level. I was worried for like a week if that was really gonna happen, but it ended up never happening. And that is number 10 of the 10 most savage things I've ever done to women. The consequences of all these situations is I did not wear a condom in some of these situations. You can end up getting your dickhead burnt off. And if you do get your dickhead burnt off, hopefully it's like me where I got chlamydia twice, so I took my medicine, took a week off from fucking, and I was good. But you run the risk of getting HIV. You run the risk of getting herpes. So if you out here playing the field, you should probably put on a condom that fits every single time. You know what I'm saying? And the cons of putting on a condom is, of course, it don't feel as good. But here's the pro about it. You will last way longer, right? You end up, when you feel like you getting even with chicks or you go out of your way to be toxic to women and mistreat them, you end up losing good relationships with women who you really care about. And throughout my life of doing this with women, I've lost good women. You know, the situation where I ruined the date and I still end up smashing, me and Shorty was cool after that, but we end up falling out again over, we had a disagreement and I disrespected her. Because I feel like if you really gonna be dealing with these women, you gotta be willing to check them, sun them, violate them, and put them in their place. And a lot of women, their egos can't take that. They'll never talk to you again. And that's the situation that I'm currently dealing with. You know, this all comes with the territory. You lose good women. You have unwanted pregnancies. You get your dickhead burnt off. All this stuff comes with it, you know. And if I get in a time machine, would I do it differently? No. I'd rather be a womanizer than be a simp. Peace.